Do you ever wonder if the people around you are telling you the truth when they smile and say lovely things? Sometimes hide lies and jealousy, and we often think we can tell who is honest with us. But it's not always that way. Those who conceal simple lies and jealousy are adept at hiding them. The most dangerous thoughts picture this: I am enjoying an important win at work with my co-workers and friends. Happy for you, but why do you think something might be wrong? In that crowd, there's someone who is hiding their anger by congratulations. They might smile, but their eyes say something else. These small but strong clues can let you know if someone is jealous. In this video, I'm going to talk about lies and cheating. Here are 10 effective methods to identify mistrust and jealousy. Others say that these methods come from the deep teachings of Stoic thought. These have been used for thousands of years, and they will also help you. They give you tools to not only handle and control your feelings, but also to find peace of mind. By following these rules, you can stop others from being jealous and dishonest. We'll not only get stronger, but also smarter about how to build and keep things up. Relationships. These tips will help you avoid negative relationships and stay healthy. You make your life more peaceful and joyful before the video starts. I have seen the whole movie, and don't miss any lessons because each one is important for helping you stick to your decisions and live. Please leave a message stating that I am living a happy and peaceful life. If you're ready to start the trip below, let me know. I want to learn more about the deep knowledge of Stoics. Philosophy number 1. Look at there. According to Stoic philosophy, one of the most crucial things to do is to not believe in deeds, not words. Someone's actions show what they're really like. It's possible to change words' meaning and structure without their intent. Lied about, but deeds show the truth. When you watch other people, pay attention to people who contradict themselves. They say lovely things and are helpful, but what they do might not match up. For example, a co-worker might praise you for your success, but criticize or undermine your work behind your back. Instead of what they say, their actions reveal their true feelings. Have you ever felt like someone said one thing, but really meant something else? Has anyone else you know encountered someone who promised to help, but never did? These acts that don't make sense are clear signs that, as Marcus Aurelius said, waste can come from being dishonest and angry. Don't argue any more about what a decent man should be like. The deeds of a person are unmistakable proof of who they really are. Example of a friend who says they'll be there for you but doesn't show up. When things go wrong, this behavior shows that you're not telling the truth. Being unreliable reveals more about a person's true nature, more than any words could ever express. Observe how people behave. If nobody is looking or there's nothing at stake, they'll probably understand their true nature. This is the key to revealing the truth. By focusing on deeds more than words, you can tell whether someone is lying about their intentions. We acquire words to enhance our understanding of someone's depth. Character. This practice not only helps us see our friends' true selves, not only associates, but also asks us to think about how we act. What we do, not just what we say, defines who we are. Say number 2 and observe their response. Success in everyday life. The way people respond to your success reveals their thoughts about you. Those who are truly jealous often display envy and struggle to conceal their feelings. When people feel negative about their own achievements, they may attempt to undermine yours by unjustly criticizing you. When someone fakes congratulations while being unhappy, it not only hurts. There is a saying that suggests the only way to truly understand someone is to witness them during their darkest moments. You should try to be better than the person you were yesterday. People who really care about and respect you will be pleased to see you grow and achieve. They understand that every success you achieve is a step closer to your ultimate goal. Those who don't like you will see your success as a danger and a sign that they aren't doing enough. Don't try hard enough. Remember the last time you... What did the people around you think when you did something important? When those close to you react, you'll know who is being honest and sincere. People who are there for you will share your happiness and celebrate you based on how they react. I am happy for you because of all the hard work you've put into them. Most of the time, feedback is positive, helpful, and free negative. On the other hand, people who are angry or lying will try to make things worse or lie about your accomplishments. They might spread stories. Often unwarranted. They may criticize you or even attempt to sabotage your success in subtle ways. Criticize you or play down your achievements, thinking that your success was just a fluke, and rejecting your "what should you do" when you know someone is jealous of your work. And dishonest. Will you face them or stay away to protect yourself? Keep in mind that the Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of learning to let go. We should concentrate on improving what we cannot change. Be honest with others instead of getting stuck in a loop of envy, and we can determine if someone is telling the truth by more than just observing their reactions. Your success and how they treat people with less. Now let's move on to lesson 3. Number 3. Look at how they deal with people who can't help them. Stoic philosophy advises us to avoid interacting with those who cannot assist us. Everyone deserves respect and kindness, but especially those who are less powerful or important. A noble soul never looks down on anyone. When we watch how other people treat people with less power, we should pay attention to how sincere their actions are. Kind people, whether they are very powerful or just regular people, treat everyone with respect. Kindness. They know that every person has worth on their own, no matter what. Regardless of whether they are conversing with a country's prime minister or a service provider, when they hire people, they maintain a sincere and polite attitude. On the other hand, people who are jealous and dishonest often show only kindness when it helps, or when they are in need. Under supervision, they often harbor hatred and inflict pain on those who hold no value to them, showing pride and brutality. If someone's behavior toward people who don't have power has a very different view of people who do. People who are sneaky, jealous, or dishonest often show their real colors when dealing with weak individuals, such as a coworker who frequently sheds tears at work. Can be challenging. They are friendly and open to their bosses, but rude and condescending to the service staff. For low-level people, this is a sign of dishonesty. They don't respect people. They respect power and personal space. This behavior reveals the nature of the individual and their level of insecurity. They feel small inside when they see how other people treat them. Having a lower status also forces you to reflect on your behavior. How do you treat people who are weak? By noticing and fixing any mistakes in your actions can be beneficial. To become truly stoic, always consider the feelings of others. How they treat people with less power shows the most about their character. Are you ready to watch? Find these kinds of people. Try this way in your daily life, and see the fourth change is to distinguish between compliments and praise. There is a small but important difference between praise and lies. Despite their similar appearance and common use as symbols of respect or approval, praise and lies carry distinct meanings and connotations. Knowing this difference can help us talk to each other better and build relationships that are more real. This essay will discuss the main differences between compliments and praise and how they affect relationships at work and home. What are praise and flattery, and how do they work? Praise is an honest way to show that you like, appreciate, or agree with someone's actions, traits, or accomplishments. It comes from genuinely noticing someone's efforts or character, and it's usually based on facts. Giving praise is a way to build trust, encourage growth, and provide positive reinforcement. Giving honest praise makes people feel valuable, motivates them, and encourages them to maintain their good behavior. On the other hand, flattery is often fake and meant to control or win someone's favor. It could mean lying about someone's acts or qualities in order to benefit the person who is flattering them. Praising someone makes them feel good, but flattering someone uses their feelings for your own gain. It may appear superficial and deceptive, as the motivation behind it may not be genuine. Flattery can make someone feel positive about themselves for a short time, but it's not real enough to make real bonds. Why do people give and accept praise? Motive is a key difference between flattery and praise. When you praise someone, you want to celebrate their accomplishments or positive traits. People give praise without expecting anything in return, with the aim of demonstrating appreciation and fostering genuine relationships. Praise is like a prize for the person who receives it. It shows that you see their worth. However, people often use flattery to benefit themselves. It involves attempting to obtain a favor or manipulate someone into complying with your wishes through the use of false compliments. The person who flatters you might be trying to get something, like more respect, money, or special treatment. With this in mind, flattery can be seen as a way to control someone instead of a sincere way to show appreciation. Think about a situation that might happen at work. When a boss says, "Good job," it means that they put in a lot of effort and dedication to the work. This type of praise builds a culture of mutual respect and pushes people to do even better. On the other hand, if a co-worker brags about a manager's leadership without really admiring it in order to get a raise or favor, that person is not admiring the manager. They are just trying to get something for themselves. Being genuine and its impact on relationships are important topics. One important thing that sets praise apart from lies is sincerity. When you praise someone, it shows that you really believe in their skills or successes. People are more likely to feel valued and loved when they hear genuine praise. It helps build trust, which is important in all kinds of relationships, personal and business. Real praise also supports positive behavior, which motivates the person receiving it to keep doing their best. Since flattery lacks authenticity, it can erode trust over time. When someone says nice things about them, it's easy for people to recognize when they're being fake, which can damage their credibility. Instead of making real connections, praise often creates shallow ones where people question the real reason behind the relationship. For example, if someone keeps giving someone fake compliments to get their attention, that person may start to doubt their real intentions. Praise often has an effect that lasts for a long time. People feel better about themselves, more confident, and more driven to keep doing their best. Giving helpful and sincere praise makes people feel good and supported. However, flattery may make you feel favorable for a short time, but the benefits usually don't last. Individuals who receive flattery may detect insincerity, leading them to feel manipulated or deceived. When it comes to work, compliments and praise are important. When you're at work, knowing the difference between praise and flattery is essential for creating company culture and team dynamics. When a manager regularly gives sincere praise, it makes the workplace supportive and favorable for growth. When employees feel truly valued, they are more likely to be engaged, motivated, and efficient. Sincere praise fosters an open society where workers understand the appreciation for their efforts, regardless of their performance. On the other hand, flattery at work can lead to dangerous competition and negative moods. It goes against the ideas of fairness and meritocracy when workers use flattery to get ahead. Flattery can make people on a team feel favored and angry, which can break down trust and unity in the group. Leaders susceptible to flattery may also make decisions based on distorted perceptions of their team members' skills, rather than their actual abilities. Tips for giving good praise. Focusing on particular parts of someone's actions or behavior is important to make sure that praise is real and helpful. Targeted and sincere praise works best. Instead of saying something like, "You're amazing," give more information to back up your praise. It's more powerful to say things like, "I really appreciate how you dealt with that difficult client today. Your patience and communication skills made a big difference." Appropriate praise also involves being on time. Praise promptly following an action or achievement not only reinforces the behavior, but also acknowledges the person's hard work. Using tone of voice and body language to show earnestness can also make the praise seem even more real. Praise that emanates from the heart can enhance someone's loyalty and motivation. Recognizing and avoiding flattery is crucial. It's crucial to recognize the indicators of dishonesty to avoid succumbing to the allure of charm. When someone flatters someone, they often say lovely things about them that don't really fit with what they've done. Additionally, the flattery may be excessive or appear forced. One example of flattery is when a friend tells their boss over and over that every choice they make is great, without giving it any real thought or analysis. It's wise to consider the motivations behind people's compliments to prevent exploitation. If someone keeps telling you positive things about yourself but also seems to want something in return, it might not be real praise. It's important to remain grounded and be truthful about your strengths and weaknesses. If someone praises you too much or seems undeserved, ask them why to distinguish it from flattery. What happens when you flatter someone? While praise is beneficial for both the person giving it and the person receiving it, flattery can have a number of adverse effects. When people use charm to get what they want, they might get a negative name for being dishonest or manipulative. This reputation can hurt your work relationships and make it harder to get jobs in the future. People often perceive individuals who lavish praise on others as dishonest, thereby hindering others' trust. Additionally, falling for flattery can be detrimental for the person who is getting it. Those in positions of power or authority, easily swayed by compliments, may associate with individuals who provide them with their preferred messages rather than providing honest feedback. This can lead to poor decisions and a lack of self-awareness. Only hearing compliments prevents leaders from improving because they don't get meaningful feedback on their weaknesses. How to create a culture of real appreciation. It is important to value real praise over lies if you want to create a culture of authenticity. Giving specific and sincere praise builds stronger and more important relationships, whether you're at work, with your family, or with your friends. Leadership sets the tone by publicly recognizing and celebrating the successes of their team members without making them sound better than they are. When giving praise, it's also important to build emotional intelligence and empathy. Being aware of the other person's efforts and seeing things from their point of view helps build an atmosphere where everyone feels valued. People can build relationships based on trust and mutual respect instead of lies and manipulation if they focus on what the other person does well and avoid giving empty praise. Implementing recognition programs in the workplace that emphasize merit-based successes can assist individuals in distinguishing between praise and flattery. Setting up ways for employees to recognize their co-workers for specific accomplishments is a beneficial way to build a positive atmosphere. Furthermore, it fosters a stronger sense of camaraderie among employees rather than relying solely on charm to advance. It's not always simple to tell the difference between compliments and praise, but it has a big impact on the quality of our relationships. Praise is a strong tool that shows appreciation, builds trust, and encourages positive behavior. Conversely, flattery serves as a tactic to obtain favor or exert control over others. Knowing the main differences, such as why people say certain things, how real they are, and what they mean, allows us to be more deliberate in how we talk to each other. Praise can motivate and drive others, making the workplace a respectful place to work. Flattery, on the other hand, can hurt trust, make people angry, and eventually lead to relationships that are only shallow or transactional. Being aware of how we show appreciation and making sure our praise is genuine and specific can help us make connections that last and grow in both our personal and work lives. Many people think that too much praise is a sign of lying and jealousy. People often don't pay attention to true compliments. Be considerate, yet exercise caution when they cross the line. Remember, it's not what other people say that matters. It's not about what you think about yourself, but rather what you think about yourself. You shouldn't base your sense of self-worth on praise from other people. This is particularly evident when the compliments don't truly originate from the heart. When you're getting too much praise, ask yourself if your accomplishments are worth it. Is this person trying to get something from me? If someone overly flatters you, it's possible they're trying to manipulate you. Sincerity, the user may be hiding anger or taking it out on others. Enjoy your stay, Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher. I wrote this in my meditations. It's not about what happens to you. What counts when you get compliments is how you handle them. Be satisfying, but what if those comments are intended to hurt you? Too much praise can make you feel bad. Your guard will leave you open to being manipulated, so instead of don't let fake praise get you down. Learn to judge them. Stay true to your core values, and don't let compliments cloud your judgment. One good example of this is at work, where you might see that some co-workers often compliment you but won't help you. Be kind to you and praise you in public, but leave no bad reviews. Spotting and dealing with people who say bad things about you behind your back. Excessive praise shields you from phony and jealous individuals. Urges you to be more real in your life. Always be aware of the reasons behind compliments. Always tell yourself how valuable you are, believe in yourself and use your strengths. It takes wise stoicism to stay true to who you're building relationships with. Have you ever taken matters too seriously? What actions did you take after receiving flattery? Share your story in the "Your Stories Are Very Helpful to Us." Please share them below. When judging someone, it's important to consider their actions and behaviors. In different settings, see if what they do matches what they say. This is an effortless thing to do. Stoic philosophy tells us to think about whether other people's behavior is good or bad. This aligns with their beliefs and the statements they have made over time. This is a beneficial way to, when judging someone, look out for people who are jealous or not honest. Watch how they act in different situations to see if they stick to their beliefs and principles. Do they consistently behave and think in the same manner, or do they adapt to their environment? Situations or personal goals. A person who is jealous and dishonest. They often struggle to maintain this level of regularity, even though they may appear friendly and honest with people they need to take advantage of, but they get cold and mean when those people are no longer useful to them. Like when someone says honest and praises you in front of everyone, but then you'll moan about your success. If your success is going against you, you may notice odd body language when people praise you. This phenomenon will repeatedly occur whenever you observe something unusual. Don't be quick to judge. Instead, wait and watch more to see if deeds contradict words. Are a trend. It's important to know if these are one-time events or part of an ongoing pattern. How can their actions be consistent if they behave in a completely different manner each time? Putting on a different face when you're not present is a clear sign of lying and jealousy. One more way to tell if someone is consistent is to see how they treat other people. This person will be fair and respectful to everyone without favoritism. They won't just like one person and ignore another because it suits them personally. Gaining stability in behavior shows how honest someone is, and when it comes to honesty, consider this. Do you personally know anyone who is acting? How regularly do the people around you stick to their beliefs and values? If the answer is no, be careful because those people may be hiding. We're halfway through our trip, hurt by envy and lies. Many thanks for being here today. Your support gives us a lot of strength as we work to bring the more people should watch this movie about the true values of Stoicism. Please like and share it. To impart these lessons to your family and friends, you can contribute to making the world a better and happier place. Let us know where you are in the world by leaving a comment with the phrase, "Always observe carefully." Prepare yourself to remain resilient and full of energy as you continue your journey over the next 5 years. Lesson 6. Observe their behavior when CR occurs. They said bad things about Marcus Aurelius, one of the most famous Stoic thinkers. I will change what I think or do if someone can show me that it is wrong. Change your mind happily because I want to know the truth, which has never hurt anyone. Person who keeps lying to themselves and not knowing what they're doing, who is hurt. This quote makes the point that truly smart and honest people are always willing to hear constructive feedback because their ultimate objective is to reveal the truth and improve. Sees it as a chance to get better, not as a threat to their safety. On the other hand, individuals who are jealous or dishonest have a tendency to respond negatively. They often react negatively to criticism. This response comes from a fear of having to fix others or even try to discredit the critic. Have you ever seen someone afraid to show their true selves or unwilling to admit their flaws? Seeing a co-worker or friend get angry or defensive when they are scolded could mean they are hiding their fears and lack of confidence. Let's look at a good leader. An honest leader will listen to feedback and react in a helpful way. Workers know that this not only helps them grow, but also makes a good and productive place to work, as opposed to a fake, and a jealous leader may ignore or punish critics, which can lead to an atmosphere of worry and fear. When was the last time you were criticized? How did you respond? Were you willing to hear it? Did you think about what was said, or did you try to defend and disprove it right away? Before we move on to the next lesson, your answer can reveal a lot about yourself and the people around you. 7th, I have a question for you. Do you know anyone who frequently judges others, examines other people? If so, it may be time to reevaluate how do you feel about them. Let's find out the lesson number. Number 7, pay close attention. In our daily lives, we often draw similarities without meaning to them. Comparisons. These aren't harmless comments. They may indicate hidden jealousy. Stoicism asserts that it is important to listen to and understand these similarities. One beneficial way to spot someone who is jealous or not being honest. When someone compares you to others without meaning to, they might reveal, most of the time, these similarities reflect more about them than about you. Where you feel unsafe and envious, like if a co-worker. If someone is always comparing your success to others, it could mean that they feel comparison mongers may be trying to stop you from growing, lower your worth, making you feel like you're not good enough. And this behavior is often a way for them to hide their fears and make an impression. False belief that they are better than others. Picture the following. You reach a major work milestone, and instead of someone who works with you tells you that's great. But I think John is still better. This isn't just a comparison. It's a sign of jealousy. Your coworker may be trying to copy your success out of jealousy. Play it down while listening to an unthinking comparison. Helps you figure out who really cares about you. True friends don't feel the need to compare you to other people to show that they respect or admire you. They like you for who you are, not for how you compare to others. Otherwise, consider the individuals in your life who frequently challenge you. Are they really someone you can trust when they make such derogatory remarks? How do you feel about comparisons? That's how Stoic philosophy tells us to look at them. Since external factors are beyond our control, this distinct differentiation enables us to keep our mental peace. Do you agree with this Stoic point of view if you like the movie? If not, comment 0 so we can talk about it and see if there's more below the 8th surface. Pay attention to their Stoicism. It teaches you how to deal with mistakes in your own life. It demonstrates not only your patience and maturity, but also character and true motives that are really strong and honest. People who fail are humble and ready to learn from their mistakes. When they make mistakes, they understand that failure is an inevitable part of life. It offers chances to learn and grow, and they don't put the blame on others. Instead of trying to hide their mistakes, they accept them and work to improve. You can trust and admire these people, not jealous and dishonest ones. People deal with loss in very different ways. Most of them look for outside support. They make excuses for their mistakes by blaming other people or situations. People don't learn from their mistakes. Instead, they try to hide and explain their actions. Have you ever met someone who slandered others or made up lies to boost their own egos? Are you someone who consistently places the blame on others when things go wrong? If so, have you thought about this? This could be a clear indication of betrayal and anger. Signs of failure. Do they admit fault? Are they ready to learn and grow, or do they try to avoid blame and responsibility? Others say that an honest person won't be afraid to admit when they're wrong and work to improve. A dishonest person will always prioritize their own interests and steer clear of others. Truth. Daku Ikeda once said that a person's real nature is revealed during the worst times of trouble, as this quote makes clear. The spirit of Stoic thought tells us that how someone acts in failure says a lot about a person, so take the time to really look at it. How do the people around you deal with their mistakes? Don't let empty words or actions. Have you been through anything like what I've described? If so, please share. Please like the video and share your helpful stories below. 9. Pay attention to what you have to say and observe how they communicate. Facts about yourself. Marcus Aurelius said that the soul takes on the color of the manner in which someone presents information. Not only reflects their thoughts, but also private thoughts, but it also gives a clear picture of how sincere, or the Stoic philosophy advises us to listen carefully to what someone is saying. An honest person will talk about their wins and failures, humbly stressing instead of lessons learned from their mistakes. A dishonest people frequently fabricate or overstate their achievements. To get people to do what we want, we should ask ourselves, does this person seem like they are overly proud of their accomplishments and tend to focus on minor details, enhance their reputation, and examine their methods? An honest person will admit their mistakes because it's important. They admit their mistakes and discuss what they learned, unlike dishonest people. Tries to avoid talking about failures, or when they do, they put the blame on other people, instead of taking blame for their actions. This is a clear sign of people who are jealous, often spread lies and inner turmoil. If someone wants to do harm, they might share personal information about other people. They were given or even twist and inflate the truth to hurt it. Others, when they share bad or false information, they're trying to change the way others perceive things and create chaos that reflects their true selves. We discuss the imperfections and insecurities we encounter in our daily lives. Pay attention to these signs. Does the person talk a lot? Do they often compare themselves to others so they feel better about themselves? Own status. These comments aren't just small, Plans, but also spite and a twisted sense of humor. Soul. It will be as we get better at reading these signs that if something makes you stop, it's easier to keep our minds safe from negative influences. Don't hesitate to ask questions. This brings us to the last point. Lesson 10. Pay attention to your inner voice. Have you ever felt this way? You work with someone who always seems welcoming and ready to help, but you always feel awkward around them if the answer, yes, you should pay attention to your inner voice. This could be a sign that your instinct tells you that the person is lying or jealous. Think about times when you didn't trust or felt safe around them, without a good reason. That's your gut telling you to do it. Instincts, also known as the sixth sense, are crucial for keeping you safe. Threats. If you think something is wrong, take some time to think about it. Think about the situation. Does this person consistently attempt to physically harm you? Do they give you, sometimes these little things seem so real, can show that someone is jealous or dishonest? One thing to think about is, why does being around this person make me feel bad? If the answer is in their strange things you see and hear, may indicate a problem. Imagine a scenario where your coworker consistently shows kindness and concern for you, yet you still feel. If you feel uncomfortable around them, pay attention to the little things you may have missed. Maybe they often compare themselves to you and make sly comments about other people. Failures, even indirect ones, make you feel wrong. Your instinct tells you to be jealous of competition. Deceit. Don't forget how strong your inner voice is. It can help you. You can tell the difference between people who are exceptional and those who are just pretending to be. Despite the importance of your inner voice, don't disregard it. Harmonize both to find a middle ground and make decisions after careful consideration. Consider the intuition that alerts you to feelings of jealousy. Lying is hard, but we need to learn how to do it to keep ourselves and our real selves safe. Worth in life. People who are envious and dishonest can be for everything from close friendships to everyday social interactions. When they talk to each other, they may seem like close friends. But when we feel unsafe or in strife, the Stoic philosophy tells us to, by adhering to Stoic principles, we can cultivate calmness and wisdom in our lives. Get rid of the negative things in your life. Life is too short to be wasted on people who don't really want you to use the tools we've talked about. Today, find people who are jealous and avoid them. You deserve a life full of happiness, peace, and beneficial things. Thanks for watching this video about relationships. If you think these tips will help you, please tell your friends and family about them. We can live a better life together. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Set a goal to ensure you don't miss out on more useful material from us. Try at least one of these ideas in your daily life, and then come back here. Please leave a message on I Did It, expressing your feelings about the changes in your life. I'm always willing to listen and talk with you. Let Stoic thought be your guide. Having a companion can help you find peace and strength on your journey through life.